Okay, so I'm going to lead a kindly awareness practice. So first of all, finding a posture that feels comfortable, ensuring that your feet are grounded on the floor, your back is upright but not stiff, your shoulders dropped, and then your hands can be together in your lap or resting gently on your knees. And if you feel comfortable to do so, just gently closing your eyes. And this will just help your awareness to settle by minimising external distractions. And so in the first stage of the kindly awareness practice, I'd like you to see if you can cultivate a sense of kindness towards yourself. So starting off with a broad, inclusive awareness, feeling your body and feeling your breath in your body. And as you sit here, just see if you can notice any discomfort or tension in your body right now. And rather than pushing this away, as we often do, just see if you can turn towards these sensations with curiosity, exploring them, allowing them to be here. But if as you sit here, you notice that the difficulty you're experiencing is more mental or emotional, then just see if you can identify the echo in your body. And by this, I mean, where does your body hold this difficulty? Where do you experience stress or anxiety or fear in your body? Where does it manifest? It may be that anxiety is felt as a ball of tension in your tummy. You may experience fear as a tightening of the jaw or a tight neck or stiff shoulders. Just see if you can explore where your body holds this difficulty and just notice the sensations. Just being aware of any sensations of difficulty right now and just seeing if you can let go a little. And now, having identified something difficult in your present moment experience, I'd like you to see if you can now notice something pleasant in your experience. There is always something pleasant to be found. So like an explorer searching for treasure, just see if you can notice something pleasant right now. It may be something simple like warm hands or hearing the birds singing, or just a feeling of peace or relaxation. Just seeing if you can tune into the pleasant right now. Be aware of something pleasant in your experience. And now, having identified something difficult and something pleasant in your present moment experience, I'd like you to see if you can hold them both in balanced awareness. So not pushing away the difficult or clinging to the pleasant, but holding both in balanced awareness. So almost like pulling back the zoom lens of a camera so you can see them both in your viewpoint. Both sides of the coin, both experiences together. So breathing in awareness of both the difficult and the pleasant aspects of your experience, and then breathing out a sense of letting go, letting be. Breathing in awareness of both the pleasant and the difficult, and breathing out kindness towards yourself. And now gradually letting go of focusing primarily on yourself. And in the next stage of the kindly awareness practice, I'd like you to see if you can bring to mind a friend, someone you have existing positive feelings for. So just bringing this person to mind as an image in your head, or perhaps a feeling in your heart. And as you think about this person, you may first notice some of the differences. You may look different, you may have different jobs or interests, different family dynamics. And yet, despite some of the differences, there is so much more that you share, so much more that you have in common. You both have the simple breath. You both have the tendency to push away difficult experiences and cling onto pleasant experiences. You both have hopes and dreams, fears and anxieties. You both want to avoid suffering and be happy. And you both want to love and be loved. So breathing in awareness of your friend and breathing out kindness, compassion and empathy towards your friend. And now gradually letting go of focusing on your friend and just returning to yourself for a moment, checking in with your breath and your body. And now in the next stage of the kindly awareness practice, I'd like you to see if you can bring to mind a neutral person. And by neutral, I mean someone you perhaps know by sight, but little else. It could be someone you see down the shops or on the bus, the postman perhaps, or a distant neighbour. And just see if as you think about this person, you can transform them from being a two-dimensional object into a three-dimensional human being. Someone who lives and breathes just like you. And although at first you may identify all the differences between you, differences in appearance, differences in attitudes or values, or jobs or interests, despite all the differences, there is so much more that connects you, so much more that you have in common. You both have the simple breath. You both have the tendency to push away difficult experiences and cling onto pleasant experiences. You both have hopes and dreams, fears and anxieties. You both want to avoid suffering and be happy. And you both want to love and be loved. So breathing in awareness of this neutral person and breathing out kindness, compassion and empathy towards this neutral person. And so gradually letting go of focusing on this neutral person and just returning to yourself again, Just checking in with your body, your breath, and adjusting your posture slightly if you need to, but just ensuring that you do this mindfully. And now, in the next stage of the kindly awareness practice, I'd like you to see if you can bring to mind a difficult person. And if you're fairly new to this practice, the suggestion is to bring to mind someone where the difficulty is fairly mild. So perhaps more of an irritation, or you think that they may be irritated by you. And as you bring this person to mind, just seeing if you can step over the barrier that separates you and stand with this person for a while. At first, you may notice all the differences between you, different ways of going about things, different attitudes, different values, differences in beliefs and appearance. And yet, despite all the differences, there is so much more that you have in common, so many more fundamental human traits that connect you. You both have the simple breath. You both have the tendency to push away difficult experiences and cling onto pleasant experiences. You both have hopes and dreams, fears and anxieties. You both want to avoid suffering and be happy. And you both want to love and be loved. So breathing in awareness of this difficult person and breathing out interest, even kindness, even compassion, and even empathy. And if you find it hard to connect with feelings of kindness towards this person, then see if you can at least connect with the intention to be kind. And so now gradually letting go of focusing on this difficult person. And I'd like you just to tune into yourself once again. So often after thinking about someone difficult in our lives, we can tense around this. So you may notice that your fists have started to clench or your shoulders feel more tense. And if this is the case, then just seeing if you can use the breath to soften, to let go a little, using the breath to soften the hard edges of this tension. And now, in the final stage of the kindly awareness practice, I'd like you to see if you can bring all four people together. So yourself, your friend, the neutral person, and the person you find difficult. See if you can imagine all four of you sat together, perhaps in a circle or at a table, or in a way that feels comfortable to you. And at first, looking at these people, you may notice all the differences between you. Differences in appearance, age, attitudes, and values. And yet, despite all of the differences, there is so much more that you share, so many more commonalities that connect you. You all have the simple breath. You all have the tendency to push away difficult experiences and cling onto pleasant experiences. You all have hopes and dreams, fears and anxieties. You all want to avoid suffering and be happy. And you all want to love and be loved. So breathing in awareness of all 4 people and breathing out kindness, compassion and empathy to all 4 people. And now you may wish to spread this kindness further still in ever expanding circles out. So perhaps starting with your close family and friends, spreading kindness to them. And then seeing if you can spread this kindness further out into your community, in your town and beyond, until it spreads throughout all corners of your country. And then you may wish to spread this kindness further out into the world, spreading as a light perhaps, or just spreading this in a way that feels comfortable to you. You may wish to identify specific individuals in different parts of the world. And although we think we're very different, fundamentally we're just the same human traits. So perhaps thinking about a child in a war zone, we're just like them. Or a businessman, wealthy but lonely, we're just like them. Imagining different people across the world, not discriminating against anyone, but just spreading this kindness equally throughout the world. So breathing in awareness of all human life and breathing out kindness, compassion and empathy towards all human life. And now very gradually returning to yourself, to your breath and to your body. Just reconnecting with yourself now. And remembering that kindness starts with yourself. You can only truly be kind to others when you're first kind to yourself. So perhaps making the intention to do something kind for yourself today. And remembering it's neurologically impossible to be both loving and kind and stressed and anxious at the same time. So when you're loving and kind, it's far less likely to feel stressed and anxious. So investing in yourself on a daily basis so that the kindness you invest in yourself can then spread towards others. And so finishing this practice with a deeper, more intentional breath in, filling your lungs with air, and then breathing out a sense of letting go, letting be. And then when you're ready, in your own time, gently opening your eyes and allowing your awareness to return to the room.